Be me, 26-year-old software engineer, working from home most days, moved to a new city 6 months ago, found a decent apartment with a roommate through Craigslist. Roommate is Jake, 28, works in finance. We get along well enough, nothing special. He's gone 12 hours a day, works crazy hours. I mostly have the place to myself during the day. About 3 months ago, Jake starts dating this girl, Emily, 25, kindergarten teacher. First time I meet her, just basic introductions. She seems nice, pretty in a girl next door way. Brown hair, hazel eyes, cute smile. They've been dating for a few weeks when it starts. I'm working in the living room one afternoon. Hear a knock at the door. It's Emily. Is Jake home? Tell her he's at work until 8 like always. She looks disappointed. Oh right, I forgot. I was in the neighborhood and thought I'd stop by. She hesitates at the door. Mind if I wait for a bit? I brought lunch and thought we could eat together. Feel awkward but don't want to be rude. We eat and talk for about an hour. She asks a lot of questions about me. Where I'm from, my job, my hobbies. She laughs at all my jokes, even the bad ones. Eventually she leaves, says she'll see Jake tonight instead. Think nothing of it. Next week, she shows up again. Middle of the day, Jake definitely at work. I was in the area again, thought I'd say hi. Brings coffee for me this time. Remembers exactly how I like it. We talk again, longer this time. Notice she sits closer than necessary. Catches me looking at her a few times. This becomes a pattern. She starts showing up 2-3 times a week. Always when Jake is at work. Always with some excuse about being in the neighborhood. We develop inside jokes. She remembers small details about things I mention. One day she asks to see what I'm working on. Stands behind me, hand on my shoulder, leaning close. Can smell her perfume. Definitely standing closer than necessary. Roommate starts mentioning how great it is that his girlfriend and I get along. Emily talks about you all the time. Feel guilty but haven't actually done anything wrong. One afternoon, she shows up in a dress. Looks really good, dressed up more than usual. We're talking on the couch. She keeps finding reasons to touch my arm, my knee, laughs and doesn't move her hand away. Suddenly asks if I've ever been attracted to someone I shouldn't be. Alarm bells going off. Try to change the subject. She moves closer. I think about you a lot, more than I should. Full panic mode. Tell her I need to get back to work. She looks hurt but leaves. That night, can't sleep. Thinking about Emily, feeling like shit. Roommate is a decent guy. Doesn't deserve this. Next day she texts me directly. Never gave her my number. She must have taken it from Jake's phone. Can we talk about yesterday? Ignore the text. She sends a more. I know you feel it too. We have a connection Jake and I don't have. Keep ignoring. She shows up again a few days later. I'm in the middle of work call. She waits until I'm done. Tells me she can't stop thinking about me. Says she's gonna break up with Jake. I finally snap. Tell her what she's doing is wrong. We're both betraying Jake's trust. She starts crying. Says she didn't mean for this to happen. Leaves in tears. Spend the next few days stressed out. Afraid she'll tell Jake some twisted version of events. Weekend comes. Jake asks if we can talk. This is it. I'm about to lose my roommate and possibly get punched. He sits down, looks serious. Emily broke up with me. My heart stops. She said she has feelings for someone else. I'm sweating now. Did she ever say anything to you about another guy? Relief floods through me. She didn't mention me specifically. Tell him truthfully that she never mentioned seeing anyone else. He's heartbroken. We end up drinking beers and talking all night. Feel like the worst friend ever. But what can I say? A week passes. Emily texts again. I've broken up with Jake for you. When can we talk? Block her number. Jake eventually moves on, starts dating someone new. 6 months later, run into Emily at a coffee shop. She's with some guy, holding hands, makes eye contact with me, looks away quickly. They leave immediately. Jake and I are still roommates. He never found out. Sometimes wonder if I should have told him. But what good would it do now? Still feel guilty sometimes. But I know I made the right choice. Bros before hoes may be a cliche, but loyalty matters.